Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 23rd through the 29th. We're going to check in with this deck here and see what messages are coming up for the week ahead. And since I didn't get a chance to post love readings for August, we're going to post some love and romance readings here at the end with that deck there. So without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in and see what's coming up for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the week ahead. Now, I am setting the intention for a 7-day period of time, but if you've found this video outside of the dates listed, don't you worry. You found it when you were meant to find it and when you were meant to hear the messages in it. It is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. All right, Scorps, let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Let's see what messages are coming in. I feel like we need one more good shuffle. Let's get that in there. There we are, my dears. That feels good. That feels right. Let's get right on into it. First card coming up for Scorpio is the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card. Now, a lot of people don't like to see the Hanged Man because it's a card that we associate with like not a lot happening, not a lot being shaken up. However, okay, it's a major arcana card. We forget that. Major arcana cards come up when we're coming into a new chapter of our life and there's significant changes. There's significant energetic upgrades. The situation that we're dealing with is directly connected with something we came here to experience, to master, to conquer, right? So it's really big energy. And even though I'm setting the intention for a period of 7 days here, the major arcana card energies are going to be around much longer than that. So whatever may be happening this week is setting the stage for big changes in the coming weeks and months. Now, as I said, a lot of people don't like the Hangman because they associate it with like things not happening, things not moving forward. However, there's a couple of meanings here. First and foremost, the Hangman could mean an unnecessary sacrifice. You may be putting a lot of pressure on yourself to make a decision because you're seeing something as very black and white, right? It's going to be all or nothing. It's going to be all this way or not at all. Or, so some of you might be forcing yourself to make an unnecessary decision or an unnecessary sacrifice. You're thinking you have to give something up that you don't have to give it up at all. And so Spirit is trying to give you time to realize this. Now, another meaning of the Hanged Man card, okay? Sometimes we're going after something and we're trying to manifest something because we think it's going to bring us a certain level of joy or fulfillment that it's really not going to at all. And Spirit knows this, and Spirit needs to respect our free will and allow us to manifest what we're manifesting. But sometimes the Hangman comes up as like a little bit of a pause because Spirit is trying to give us time to realize that, hey, this thing I'm manifesting really isn't what I want, or it's really not going to bring me what I think it's going to bring me. And I give the example of people who want to be famous, right? Maybe growing up, somebody didn't get a lot of attention. They weren't appreciated. And they think to themselves, you know what? When I grow up, I'm going to share my gifts. I'm going to share my talents with the world, and everybody's going to love me, right? I'm never going to be alone. I'm going to have a ton of money. I'm going to have a ton of friends. I'm going to have a bunch of hot people, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. And so they think that they're going to have this glamorous life. But when we look at celebrities and rock stars, a lot of them are like the most messed up people on the planet. A lot of them are miserable. They're going through a lot of heartache, right? Somebody's like, well, I'm going to be so happy when I manifest that. Then they manifest that and it's like, whoa, I've got more problems than I could have imagined, right? I don't know who's with me because they want to be with me and who's using me. I can't, put the music I want out there or do the kind of movies I want to do because I have to stay within a certain image or I got to stay within this contract. So it's like there's no creativity. The people around you are shady. The people around you are fake. There might be money coming in, but there could be a lot of loneliness. And so it's like we're manifesting something that's the exact opposite of what we thought we were going to get. And so Spirit is giving us time to try to see that and time to try to realize that. So if you're not sure what it is you might be missing, you can ask your angels and guides to help you. Help me see what I might be missing. Help me to see in entirety the message you're trying to bring my way. But for a lot of you, I just feel like you're making a sacrifice, or you're preparing to make a sacrifice that's really not necessary. It doesn't have to be sacrificed. You don't have to go to extremes in a situation. That's the vibe I'm feeling here with the Hanged Man card. The next card that's coming up here for you is the Ace of Wands. An Ace of Wands can sometimes come up for me in my readings when there's an unblocking of the root chakra. So there could be an increased physical drive, sexual drive. It starts with S, but sometimes I get dinged for saying certain words on here. But there could be an increase in that area or in that energy. Overall, though, traditionally speaking, Ace of Wands has to do with seizing an opportunity. There may be an opportunity coming your way, and you're like, well, I can't accept it because of, X, Y, and Z, right? But again, as I said, you don't have to choose between the two. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. You can actually do both. Some of you might be tempted to turn down this opportunity because you might see it as, oh, well, this is small potatoes. This isn't really that big of a deal. But Ace of Wands comes in with the message that we put our time and our energy into something, and it's going to grow. It's going to flower. It's going to evolve. It's going to ascend into something bigger, something more substantial, right? So don't turn your nose up at opportunities that are coming your way. Allow yourself to explore them, because they're going to grow into bigger opportunities and chances to do bigger things. I feel also here with this Ace of Wands that there's like a baton being passed to you. There's something, I don't know if I want to say being handed down to you, but it almost feels like a relay race. Like, I did this far, here you go, you got it from here, you do the next distance, you do the next leg of this journey or this assignment or this work. So I feel there may be something happening that you're being handed something off to take control and to take charge of it. You might be finding yourself very unexpectedly in a role of leadership. Okay, you might find yourself seizing the moment to grow something or create something. You may be having an opportunity to grow or create a business that's going to end up being like a big time company or something very significant or something very substantial. I'm hearing articles of incorporation. So maybe some of you are starting off some kind of a corporation or some LLC or something that's going to be a big deal or something significant. I'm hearing far reaching. I also feel something is happening here where you might be in a situation where you're taking control of a situation for someone who is someone who might be a little bit difficult, somebody who might be a little bit moody, but you seem to be understanding them. You seem to be understanding what they need. You seem to be thinking ahead and putting out fires before they even happen, right? So there's like this sense or this feeling of being a right hand in a situation that's evolving into leadership or evolving into like the creation of something in terms of business for some of you. Okay, Ace of Wands can also just be seizing the things that give us a sense of passion, a sense of excitement, allowing ourselves to follow things that are bringing excitement into our life. Some of you maybe have been on this spiritual path and you think that you have to sacrifice physical passion, and that's not the case, right? So again, meditate about it, pray about it, ask for guidance in what you might be giving up that you don't have to give up, and what opportunities are coming your way that are meant for you to seize and to grow with those opportunities. The next card that's coming up here for you guys, Scorpio, is the King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign person. There could be an air sign person that's a significant part of your journey, your process moving forward in the coming week. So air sign could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. If you have a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra placement, that area of your life could be going through really big changes. But I feel this could be a person associated with this opportunity coming in. King of Swords can also indicate somebody that's giving you counsel, somebody who's giving you direction, somebody who's giving you expert advice. It can be consulting an attorney. Okay, those of you that are starting some kind of a business, the King of Swords can indicate that you need to make sure you have the proper licensing, permits, paperwork, contracts in place to protect that which you are building so that there aren't issues down the road. King of Swords is also the master of negotiation. King of Swords is the master of finding the win-win situation so that everybody's happy in a situation. There may be some negotiating. Maybe you're being asked to do some things that are going to take a lot of time. And so the King of Swords is giving you that energy of it might be a good time to negotiate. It might be a good time to negotiate how much time you're willing to put into the situation. It might be time to negotiate salary, but there's a sense or a feeling of negotiation with the King of Swords. King of Swords, as I said, is the master of finding the win-win situation so that everybody can be happy in a situation and everything can move forward. King of Swords also reminds us that we need to make the decisions that are logical. We need to make the decisions that are going to be in the best and highest good of everyone involved, including ourselves, and to not make decisions from an emotional place. Okay, I'm also hearing, Scorpio, don't make promises you can't keep. You might be moved with emotion, or you know how us Scorpios are. We can have this ride or die energy, and we can sometimes have a misplaced sense of loyalty. So we may be really eager to promise something to someone or be there for someone, and I'm hearing don't make promises you can't keep. I feel like there's going to be a very full calendar in the future for Scorpios, and this is not a time that you can take on a whole lot. So don't overbook, don't overpromise, you know, your engagements. I feel like some of you are coming to a time or a period of time where you're not going to be able to be as free-spirited as you were in terms of, oh, well, I think I'll go do this, or, oh, well, I think I'll go do that, because I feel like there's these sudden obligations and responsibilities that you're dealing with that might feel like they've come out of nowhere, but they also feel directly connected to the future and establishing financial security and abundance and just a sense of work, a sense of I don't know, I'm hearing the word enterprise, a sense of enterprise here, right? So, you know, maybe people are like, oh, you know, can you come out and visit at this time and help me with this or help me with that? You know, it might be a better idea that as people are asking you for things in the next couple of weeks, I'm not saying you have to flat out tell them no, you know, but you might say, you know what? I'd really like to. There's going to be a lot going on. Let me get back to you as it gets closer. And I can let you know as it's closer if I can come out or if I can help. I'm feeling like Scorpio is really being encouraged not to overcommit because there's going to be really, really busy energy coming in. Really busy energy coming in. The next card coming up here for Scorpio is the Tower card. Now, this is a card that scares a lot of people because it can be sudden chaos and something that's pushing us out of our comfort zone that perhaps maybe we didn't see coming. Okay, we don't even have Two of Swords here as a warning. So I can tell you whatever this Tower moment is, Scorpio, you didn't see it coming. And so it's something that's pushing you out of your comfort zone and forever changing your life. This could be possible things. A really big promotion and upgrade in your career could be a Tower moment that's pushing you out of your comfort zone. Moving or relocating can be a Tower moment pushing you out of your comfort zone. Heck, falling in love, getting pregnant, having babies. These are all considered to be positive things that can be a Tower moment. A Tower moment can also be a paradigm shift where we're seeing the truth of a situation and we can't go back. We can't unsee what we've seen. The Tower moment, though, I have to tell you, is I feel really strongly. As I said, there's no Two of Swords, so I don't feel you saw it coming. Even the most intuitive of you Scorpios, I feel this is happening with like an element of surprise. I don't know why I'm seeing the movie Michael in my head, but I'm seeing John Travolta with the angel wings and the trench coat, like dancing to the jukebox in the bar. I don't know what it's about, but for some reason, Spirit's showing it to me. I want to pull clarifiers here on the Tower card. Why is the Tower card here, please? And why the heck am I seeing Michael? John Travolta Michael. All right. Talk about not sacrificing spirituality for the human experience. That's probably a movie that really demonstrates that. Page of Pentacles here. There could be a kid, something happening with a kid, something happening with a lover or a fire sign person. Oh, anxiety. Okay, this doesn't look so great to me, guys, because this makes me feel like some of you might feel as though you were kind of trapped into a situation or cornered into something. Oh, yeah. It just feels to me like you've gotten yourself into some kind of commitment that you're feeling like you can't get out of. It could be something contractual. It could be something around a project or a business that now you've started it and you have to move forward with it. It could be that somebody has kind of very sneakily put you in a situation where it's not going to be easy for you to walk out of the situation. Like I said, there could be something like contractually happening or a lease or something you found yourself in. Now, the Nine of Swords reminds us not to be too lost in fear, not to be too lost in anxiety, to just kind of come back down to the present moment and ask ourselves, okay, how can I make the best of it? How can I move forward? How can I find solutions? Page of Pentacles is investing your time, your energy, your finances in things that are going to bring you a positive return, re-examining your relationship with money. I just kind of feel like some of you have an unexpected obligation coming up. Okay, whether it's a business obligation, whether it's a parental obligation, whether it's an unexpected pregnancy, but there's something coming up here for some of you where it might feel like a wrench in the works. But keep in mind the Tower moment is a major arcana card, so whatever it is was destined, and whatever it is was meant to be, and whatever it is going to put you on a better path than what you could have anticipated or expected. Not trying to be scary, but it definitely feels like this is something that you didn't see coming. Okay, and it could be something that's going to positively impact your finances, anything entrepreneurship. It could bring about a positive impact. I do feel there's people talking or gossiping about it, though. I'm feeling that vibe with the Nine of Swords, like people are talking or gossiping. Like, oh, look at Scorpio, look at what Scorpio did, or look what Scorpio got themselves into. And so maybe some of you have felt like a bit of an outcaster in the past, or a bit of a black sheep in the past. And so something you might be getting a little bit triggered by the situation, but I feel like it's happening so that you can release that. And so that you're like, well, I didn't do anything wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with what I did. And so I feel like there's like a sense of like Spirit is giving you an opportunity to overcome that fear or that concern or that judgment, and to just kind of embrace that, hey, this is my path, and there's nothing wrong with me. I feel that energy or that lesson coming in for some of you. I do want to pull some cards here around love and romance. And again, I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. Some weeks those are going to resonate for you more than others. It might bring about more information that can be helpful, so be sure to check that out as well. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can schedule a private reading with me at calendly.com/amethystangelite. Here we have the Lovers, choices and decisions, as I said, sacrifices, as I said. You're having to make a big decision here. It could also have to do with your love life. The Lovers card could indicate Gemini energy coming in. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. If you have a Gemini placement, there could be a significant soulmate coming in from that area of your life. Lovers card overall is major arcana, and so this is, to me, regardless of zodiac sign, this is a soulmate that you've had many past lives with. This is a soulmate that you have a soul contract with. You all have an agreement that you were going to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. And this could be to figure out what love is and what sacrifices are worth it and what sacrifices aren't worth it. Okay, Lover's card is like, what do you want? What is love to you? I feel there also might be some cultural differences with this person that might be creating some issues, and you're going to have to figure it out, and you're going to have to pick and choose your battles here. Okay, with the Lover's card, I feel something significant may be happening. Something may be starting this week in this relationship that's coming to an end towards the end of the year or around Christmas. I feel like something is being resolved around Christmas. There may be some kind of impasse, but towards the end of the year in December, it's resolved. You guys are on the same page. You're moving forward. There's like a bridging or a coming together. I feel someone may have done something to try to bring you closer to them, and you're feeling jilted by it, like, what in the world were you thinking, or why would you do that kind of situation. But I feel in the end it's like it's resolving itself, it's smoothing itself over, and I feel like there's like a sense of coming together, like, okay, we're on the same page. That was a little bit bumpy, but we're getting it figured out. And again, because of the soulmate relationship or connection, maybe this is typically something that you wouldn't have forgiven. But because of the past life connection, because of the soulmate connection, Scorpio, you may be of the mindset where you're like, you know what? Anybody else, I would have kicked this person to the curb, but I'm not giving up on them. I'm feeling that vibe here. The next card coming up here is the Two of Cups. This is true love. This is soulmate connection. This is that flow of energy, that give and take, right? Giver meets giver. Both people in the relationship are thinking, how can I make my partner happy? What can I do for my partner? What can I do to make my partner happy? And so these are the relationships that are going to be the most successful and the most long lasting, right? Because you guys are keeping each other going. Now, it's the same couple, right? It's the same couple. This dude's got the same streak. She's got the same hairstyle, right? So it's the same couple. So something about this makes me feel like it was you from the beginning. It's always been you. It's always going to be you. Every single time I have to choose, I'm going to choose you. I'm going to pick you. So I feel like this relationship has been tried and tested. And it's like you always seem to come back to each other, or at least this is the kind of relationship it's going to be. And this is how it's been in previous lifetimes. I feel like this is someone that you're having to balance each other out, right? Like one of you may be very light, one of you may be very dark, and you're balancing each other out. One of you may be very spiritual, and one of you may be very physical, and you're balancing each other out. I feel like there's a sense of these opposites coming together and working together and complementing one another, and on a soul level, learning, growing, evolving through this connection. The next card that's coming up here for you guys is the Hierophant. There could be Taurus energy here if you have a Taurus placement. You might be meeting this person through that area of your life. You could have a Taurus coming into the situation. But Hierophant also has to do with commitment. Okay? So we're talking commitment. As I said, it's the energy of it's always been you. It's always going to be you. I choose you. So something is moving towards an official commitment. There could be engagement. There could be marriage. I feel there might be something here, though, where maybe you're a spiritual person, and something about the connection, something about the relationship, especially if there is a child involved, or like a surprise pregnancy or something, the person you're dealing with may be going back to super traditional religious concepts. And I feel like it might be coming very weird to you, like, what in the heck, like, you're not a religious person. But they might all of a sudden be like, well, our kid's gonna go to this religious school, and so you need to go get baptized, and you need to go like officially convert. And I feel there may be things coming up here around religion, not just commitment, not just beliefs, not just priorities, not just ethics, but actual religion. Okay, it's going to be different for different ones of you, but because of this soulmate connection, because of these major arcana energies, even if it's something you typically wouldn't have done, I feel like you're doing this for this person. You're taking on more of their culture, or you're taking on more of their religious beliefs, and you're like adapting to this new way of life with this person. Okay. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. Some weeks are going to resonate for you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.